There are new questions about some of the safety technology found in a rising number of new cars. Automatic emergency braking will be standard in most cars in 2022. It's expected to cut the number of rear-end crashes in half. But hundreds of drivers say sometimes the system slams on the brakes, apparently for no reason. Kris Van Cleave is in Washington. Kris, that doesn't sound good. Good morning.
Well, good morning. The technology is supposed to sense when a crash is imminent, alert the driver, and if need be, hit the brakes. But we found reports from drivers claiming crashes, even injuries, because of false activations of the emergency braking systems on cars. Now, car makers and safety advocates say the vast majority of the time the technology works as it should, but it is not perfect. Do you worry every time you get in the car now?
Mm-hmm. For Cindy Walsh, just getting behind the wheel of her 2018 Nissan Rogue raises her anxiety level. She says since she bought the SUV new last October, it has slammed on the brakes 3 times for no clear reason, when she says there was no risk of a collision.
First one, I was driving down a 4-lane highway going about 55, and it completely came to a complete stop.
How do you feel about driving the car now?
I'm scared too. I don't drive it.
Walsh took it to the dealer each time. Twice, she says they told her they fixed it. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration is now investigating the 2017 and 2018 Rogue after learning of nearly 850 complaints of false activation of the SUV's automatic braking system. That includes reports of 14 crashes and 5 injuries. Jason Levine from the Center for Auto Safety.
You are just going along the road and your car just stops.
The Rogue, like about half of new cars sold, is equipped with forward collision avoidance technology that includes automatic emergency braking. It's supposed to sound an alarm and automatically brake if you're about to rear-end another vehicle. It'll be standard in most cars within 3 years.
People saying they were turning it off. The technology can help and does save you and prevents crashes, but only if it's on and only if it's working. We want to see this move towards a recall very quickly.
The Insurance Institute for Highway Safety says autobraking is making driving safer, estimating the technology could cut rear-end collisions in half, preventing 28,000 crashes and 12,000 injuries by 2025.
These autonomous emergency braking systems, they are effective, they are working in the real world, but there's definitely room for improvement.
Since 2015, there have been 7 recalls for auto braking issues affecting nearly 180,000 vehicles. There are more than 500,000 Nissan Rogues subject to the NHTSA investigation. And the regulator has received hundreds of complaints about so-called phantom braking in vehicles from a number of other automakers.
If I want to start the autopilot, what do I do?
It happened to us last year.
I think overall it is safer.
We were driving a Tesla Model 3 with autopilot. Riding with us was CNET Roadshow editor Tim Stevens. The car pumped the brakes as we approached an overpass on a busy New Jersey freeway.
I may have actually seen that bridge as another car, and so another example that autopilot's not perfect.
That was odd.
Yeah, a little bit disconcerting.
In a statement, Nissan acknowledges some Rogue drivers may experience false activation on unique road conditions like some railroad crossings, bridges, and low-hanging traffic lights, but says it is committed to the safety and security of our customers and has made a free software update available at dealerships. Cindy Walsh is unconvinced.
I don't feel safe driving it anymore. I don't feel safe putting my family in it, so I don't want the car.
Walsh took Nissan to arbitration. She just won, which means after she pays for mileage, she's going to be able to give her vehicle back. Tesla did not respond to repeated requests for comment. Car makers say this driver assistance technology is preventing crashes every day it's on the roads, and it is getting better the longer it's out there. Tony?
All right, but one false activation, as they put it, is many. Kris, thank you very much.
Scary when your Nissan Rogue goes rogue.
Goes rogue, yeah.
Very unfortunate name for that car, Rogue. It's interesting to hear Tim and Kris say, that was odd, that was disconcerting. I would say that was very scary.
Yeah,
terrifying.
Once it happened once, you're convinced it can happen again and again.
They got to figure that out.
All right, Kris, thank you very much.